מה החלום שלך? הפודקאסט של רינה וייסמן.
Hello, Simon.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome to my podcast.
Thank you for having me.
What's your dream? And this is basically, you know that I make the short videos where I ask you, what do you do in life and what's your dream? So it's 30 seconds. And now we're going to do it for 30 minutes. We're going to talk about what you do in life and what is your dream. So just for kicks, we're going to go over the video that got to 5 million? 1 point.
You know better than me.
Around 1.5 million views. Where I asked you, what do you do in life? And what did you say? Do you remember?
Well, I'm a businessman. There
You're
is
a
nothing else to say it better.
That pisses a lot of people off, you said.
The video or what?
You said in the video that you piss a lot of people off.
Yes, I do. I mean, when people see someone living in extravagant lifestyle and someone made it and they're not, they just upset to see it.
You're saying they're jealous.
Yes, most likely.
And what is your dream?
To become the Prime Minister of the State of Israel.
Okay. So the video got a lot of likes and a lot of reactions. A lot of people are quite worried that you want to be the Prime Minister of Israel.
Well, I guess with Sorry.
But they're saying that you have the qualifications.
I mean, let's put the left aside. Eventually, everybody come in and doing politics. You need someone. I'm not entering now to which political views. I think when someone need balls to come and really change and don't care about criticism and really going and doing, this is what this country absolutely need right now.
Right, and that's actually my next question. That was my question. Do you think you have the qualifications to be the Prime Minister of Israel? And what are those qualifications?
Well, I don't think there is an actual like a shop list for the actual requirements. Yes,
Right,
I don't
more or
have
less.
much knowledge in military. I don't have much knowledge in...
Well, you didn't go to the army.
I have been in the military, but I don't have much knowledge like the chief of the military. I don't. But
Right.
when you put in together the right team together, and then you can build up the strongest infrastructure in order to run this government. So I don't know specific, or I cannot tell you I'm good in this and this and that, but you need someone to know how to run things and how to make things done. And in this, I'm very good.
So basically saying it's a business and you know how to run a business and you want to run the business called the State of Israel.
Look at Donald Trump. I think he did a fantastic...
Right, like this is what Trump says.
He did a fantastic job, and when you are coming clear without politics to a side, I don't care to be liked. I don't want to be liked. I don't care to stay in the chair. I want to make a V, and I really want to make a change, and I think I can do it.
So that's my point. Like a lot of people that want to get into politics are all about, you know, wanting the power and the control. And there's someone to serve. Do you want to serve the people, or do you want to just enjoy the power and the status and the control?
If someone will tell you you don't want it also for the power and everything, just for the help and everything, eventually when we helping, we feeling good with ourselves. Otherwise, we won't help. When I'm coming and helping to an homeless person, for example, and I'm giving them food or charity or something, it's make me to feel something good about myself. So eventually, it's all about ourselves, but also to give back to the society. When someone tell you he's doing it just to help to everybody, this is a bullshit.
Okay, and I'll ask you in Hebrew. אתה באמת חושב שאתה יכול להיות ראש ממשלת ישראל?
חד משמעית. כן? זה נשמע מצחיק. אני יודע שאנשים אומרים, אני לא יודע איזה סמים הוא לקח, אבל בחיים לא נגעתי בסמים. אבל אני כן יכול לומר לך שעוד 20-25 שנה, זה לא יהיה כזה שונה. ומה ההבדל? מה יש לבני גנץ שלי אין? האנשים האלה פתחו חברות, והחברות האלה נכשלו. במה הם טובים? אפילו לדבר הוא לא יודע.
בני גנץ היה בצבא המון שנים.
היה בצבא, אחרי זה נכנס לאזרחות. עוד פעם, אנשים חושבים אוטומטית שכל מי שהולך לצבא, הצבא זה מערכת שונה לגמרי ממערכת אזרחית. זה לא מערכת כלכלית, זה לא מערכת שהיא מחושבת נכון. יש להם תקציב. הדברים האלה, זה לא בהכרח נכון.
איך אתה מתכוון להגשים את החלום שלך להיות ראש הממשלה?
הכיוון שלי הוא ללכת על המיעוטים. The minority is the majority. זאת אומרת, אם זה הדתיים, הייתי דתי פעם, אני יודע מה הם צריכים. אסירים, השכבות החלשות, הדור הצעיר, דור הטיק-טוק, הם לא יודעים מי זה בן אדם בגיל 70, כל האנשים שלהם, לא שחס וחלילה הם מזלזל, האנשים האלה תרמו רבות למדינה. אבל הגיע הזמן גם לעשות מודרניזציה גם בתחום הזה.
אז פשוט ללכת על דורות טיק-טוק ולהשפיע עליהם ולקנות אותם בעצם?
אתה בעצם להקים מפלגה, להיבחר, להיות חבר כנסת, לעשות על באמת שינוי. ברגע שאתה שחית, שמוצאים עליך משהו ומגיעים ומנסים לסחוט אותך, אני לא שחית, מה יספרו עליי? שאני נוכל לסבבה, אז אמרו שאני נוכל. מה, אני באתי תכלס לעשות, ואני בן אדם עם ביצים של בת יענה.
אתה יודע שאנשים חושבים שאתה נוכל.
אז סבבה.
אתה מודע לזה?
כן.
איך אתה מרגיש עם זה?
סבבה, לא אכפת לי מה אנשים חושבים עליי.
לא מעניין.
לא, מעביר את זה הלאה. למה שיהיה אכפת לי ממישהו שלא ראה אותי, לא פגש אותי, ואם שעתיים או איזה שיחה בטלוויזיה גורם לו לחשוב עליי, אז הוא מטומטם, אז תן להם לחשוב. מה אכפת לי?
טוב, אז אני פה כי אני רוצה להכיר אותך. I want to get to know you. I want to understand you. I believe that, we should try to understand people and not judge them. Now, you're a very controversial figure. People think that you're a crook, a con artist. And I'm just saying, you know what? Let's take a step back. Let's try to understand who this person is. And then make a judgment, because we're judging you right now based on the movie that we saw. That's it. There's a movie, a few other details, people that talked about you. And according to that, we're judging you and saying that Simon is a crook. He is a thief. He lies and steals. And I'm here to understand you, and I want to actually go to the beginning and ask you, what kind of a child were you?
I was a very naughty child, very not popular.
No? Were you not popular?
No, I wasn't. I was like, in Hebrew there is a word, ילד כפות.
You were ילד כפות.
Yeah, but the kid that don't really cry. The kid will tell you, come give me the other, and then never surrender.
Right.
So I could be in second grade and I will pick up the guy in 8th grade, the strongest guy in the school, and I will pick up a fight with them. That obviously didn't have a chance, but I have the balls to do that.
So basically, what you're saying to me is that you were a ילד כפות, a kid that got beat up, but you basically became, did that make you vengeful? That you were ילד כפות and you got beat up, and did that make you like want to just get revenge on people just in general? Because that could happen. Could you see that happening?
I don't believe in revenge. I think why to put effort and time about your past. My past is my past. I don't believe in it.
I understand that you were a brilliant kid. You were learning the Talmud, and you were able to, know verbatim stuff that other kids had a hard time knowing. And is that true?
Yes.
And also I understand that you felt misunderstood because you were very bright and very smart, and your surroundings, your family, your school did not really know how to deal with you or accommodate you.
Yeah, that's true. But again, I cannot come and blame my parents, because this is the society which I've been growing up. So my parents have been brought up the same way. So for them, this is the right way to educate the child.
Right.
So when I am trying to do something the other way, automatically I become like a bad boy, and I need to be punished in order to make me in the straight way. And yeah, so I cannot blame them, but eventually no one really sat down with me and told me, okay, this is not the right institution for you. Maybe we need to put you with more sport activities, which in the Orthodox back then, I don't know.
I just want to say you grew up in Bnei Brak.
Yes.
Right. So there was no sports there. Just learn.
It was
obey.
forbidden to play in football. It was forbidden in school. So we don't know what is it. We grew up without TV, without anything, only biblical books, and not allowed to hear a woman singer and all of these kind of things.
Right. And when you say you were naughty, what kind of naughty? Like you were going to the grocery shop and like shoplift just for fun, like stuff like that?
It's not cool. Like, like you shoplift when you was a kid, okay, here and there, I guess most of the kids done, but no, like making...
You were bored.
Like making like balagan in the class in order to try to withdraw attention. So I was the different. So yeah, eventually you do like attention. And then when you want to play with another kid, so his parents tell him stay away from him. He's not a good kid for you, and then you eventually you feel neglected, and you go in, you become to the side of the class, or most of the time you're outside. That's why I'm very good handyman, because most of the time I've been spending with the janitor, so he really teach me a few things.
So you had quite a frustrating and challenging childhood where you felt misunderstood. You had all this energy. You did not want to obey what was taught and go with the, with the herd, as they say. And you pretty much, are you the most like famous person that has come out of Bnei Brak, right?
Yes, I guess.
Okay. So after you had this, childhood where you were frustrated and all this energy, how did you first of all, how did you view the adults in your community? That's interesting for me.
When I was young, I started to question many things.
Like God?
Yeah, for example, they told
or
us...
just the poverty that they were living in?
No, they told me, for example, if someone is driving in the Sabbath, and then if the next year is not going to be alive, and I went out to a bridge, when I see one of the main roads in Israel, and I stood there in Saturday, and I was looking, and I've seen thousands of cars passing by within an hour, and I was wondering how there is space in the cemetery. Like everybody still driving, and they know they're going to die. Why they do that? And then something didn't add up. I went on Sunday back to school, and I told it to the rabbi, to the teacher. And he told me straight away, shut up, and he was like kind of blow me off. And this is really bothers me. So I understood that something is not right. The other Shabbat, I light up the light. And I was waiting for 1 year. I swear to God, I thought that I'm going to die. And then it passed a year. I didn't die. So I understand that a lot of those kind of things they telling you in order to frighten you, the fear. And then the fear against the for example, and it said things to say. For example, the non-Jewish people is called goyim. Goy machshemoi kilo olam chasdoi. This is the exact things that they say. So someone that is not Jew, he must die, or he must to be something like that. Or
I actually identify with you on that. I grew up in a yeshiva in New York. All from second grade, I was in a Beis Rivka, Shalamin school, all the yeshivas. I never went to public school. And that's what they teach, that we're the Jews, them the goyim, and the fear and it's just a lot of control, and you can, if you have some spirit in you, and you're I don't know, you question things, you can become quite rebellious.
Yeah, I mean, you do. For example, one of the main stories which I remember, it was one cleaner of the street, was one guy from Romania, and he had a tattoo.
Right.
Back in the days, I thought every person who had a tattoo, he'd been in the Holocaust. So I told to my brother, listen, this guy came up from the Holocaust, and we were seeing him, oh my God, so poor man. And this guy just came out, he had like tattoos, not like the numbers from the Holocaust. But from one thing, I think is very beautiful, which you have kind of the naive, that I didn't know what is murder, I didn't know what is rape, I didn't know what drugs are.
You grew up very, very close.
In a very close society, and you don't hear what is happening in the outside world. So it's kind of beautiful and sweet from one hand, but from another hand, it's not.
And how did you get out? How did you? What was the break out of that little? It sounds like a little ghetto.
It didn't happen within a day, of course. It's been in a period of few years, but I started to question things, and I've been kicked out from one school. Then I went to another institution, and another institution. And when you're going down, so you're going to let's say, I didn't know what divorce are. Then I went to another school.
But your parents were also unhappy with you? Like they were like, leave the neighborhood or leave the school, leave the family. Did they try to kick you out?
I mean, when you not obeying, and then automatically you starting to fit in the school that you're going to. And then let's say in the other school, they don't wear in black and white. They wear in, let's say, jeans and stuff.
Right.
So my mom was not allowed me to come to Bnei Brak with this. So told me, you go in to wear a white shirt. And if the neighbors ask you where you study, you tell them you study in this yeshiva, because it can destroy the shidduch, like the matchmaking of my brothers and my sisters.
Did you feel rejected in your childhood, getting beat up here and there? Or did you feel rejected by your family, telling you, don't come with these clothes, we don't want to see you like this? Did you feel that?
Listen, back then I didn't really thought about it. I didn't really notice that. Today I'm looking at things differently. Yes, I did feel rejected, but from another side, I'm happy from what had happened. I don't blame my parents, because again, this is only what they knew.
Right.
This
they
is
didn't
their
do anything
life.
bad. They just knew what they were taught.
This is the way they've been taught. So I cannot come and blame them of doing something.
But it affected you.
Yes, it is in some way, but I wasn't an only child. I was a little devil. I was.
You are a little devil. Which brings me to the next thing. Why did you forge that check, that famous check that you admit to forging? Just illuminate me on that one.
In which one?
Which one? There was more than one check?
Yes.
Really?
It was my.
But so you're a little bad boy. You're a bad boy.
I'm not a bad boy. I did bad choices. Bad choices. It's not a bad boy. Also, a dog who bite is not a bad dog. He had something to trigger them to do that.
Right. But last time we spoke, you had a justification. You said, you know what? I forged that check because they treated me like shit and they deserved it. So I added a couple of numbers and I changed the check, and you feel justified in that.
I felt kind of justified, but again, I didn't really put much thoughts into my actions. Back then, I was 19 years old. I was a fucked up kid. Sorry, I was a kid. I am now 34 years old. It's two different things. Back then, I didn't thought about the future. I didn't thought about the consequences, what's going to be. I didn't know what police are. I didn't know what really going to be the outcome. I didn't really thought it through. And yes, back in this moment, which I have done it, I felt like triumph and victory. But later on...
Because you beat the system.
Not really. Like, I kind of took out revenge. And revenge sometimes...
So I told you, there's a little vengeful little boy in you.
Feels sweet in a way, but eventually it's not, because it's destroying you. And I've been set down for prison. I've been hunted. I have the glue of these names and everything. From another side, if not this check, I won't be leaving the country on forged passport. I won't... I don't know where I will be today.
Right. Now let's get to the main course, the movie, the Tinder Swindler. 4 women, is it, that claim...
3 women.
3 women that claim that you basically, made them fall in love with you, private jets, 4 seasons, all that, and they're just all in love. And then once they're in love, all have the same story. Suddenly, Simon is in trouble, and I need money, and they're so in love with you, and you're promising, children and marriage, and they're so desperate to, because you're a prince, you're rich, you're good looking, and you love them, and it's just like a big fantasy. And then you start squeezing all this money out of them. They all say the same story. And people in the world think that you are a con artist. They think you're a bad person. These women are saying that you destroyed their lives. And, I also got a lot of negative reactions for interviewing you. How can you interview this guy? He's a con artist. He's a terrible person. What's wrong with you? How could you give him a stage? But I really, first of all, you fascinate me. And I want to understand you. And if you did that, it's very bad. But I'm here to ask you, did you make these women fall in love with you for the purpose of getting money out of them? And we're not going to harp on this. We're just going to touch it one time and just leave it. Yes or no?
I will just correct. One woman, even in the movie, says she was my friend. So I didn't make my friends fall in love with me.
Right, you know what I mean.
No, okay. I'm saying, let's make the story.
Which only makes it worse, because you don't even care if you're romantic or platonic with the woman. It's the same type of system. You impress them with all your money, and they believe that you have it, so they give you, and you don't. Okay, so it's even worse that one was platonic. Okay, but
and then if I have a friend, again, I just trying to explain to you that even what they say, it's like literally giving gold to your own team, because what you're saying, you kind of contradict yourself. But never mind. I never promised to no one to marry. The first girl is the only girl which I didn't date it. I have seen her 3 times in my life, 54 days in total, and she's saying it's our words. We was in contact. I don't think in 54 days since the first day that you met till the last day that she has been disconnected, you promise someone, let's move in together, especially when I'm traveling abroad.
Did you con these girls? Bottom line, it's yes or no?
Absolutely not.
You didn't con them.
Yes.
So they're all lying actresses.
It's paid actresses. They receive millions. They're not in debt. They're receiving a lot of money for TV interviews, and it's changed their lives.
Do you realize it's hard to believe? Because all these girls are pouring their heart out, and you're saying, no, they're liars. I'm saying the truth. You realize it's hard to believe, right?
You see also Rose in the movie Titanic sitting down, Jack, please don't go. But it's a movie. It's played. She received millions for that.
If you did not, do what she did, I'm just curious, because you're a very smart guy. What kind of a mind does one need to have in order to have, 5, 6, whatever, numerous girls around the globe and juggle all of them, tell them all I love you, and squeeze money out of them? What kind of a mind does it? Because not every person can do it. It's very complicated to juggle all these girls and talk to them and maneuver everybody, keep them going. Like, what does it take? Just
I
out of
don't
curiosity.
know.
You don't
can
know
ask
because you
a
didn't do it.
director of sci-fi movie or something. This is the mine. I never done it, and if you say I did, I would love to see something on the table.
Well, I don't have proof that you did
I
it.
am the one of the most famous person on the planet. Unfortunately, the whole world.
Infamous because it's
Yes,
in a bad
the
way.
whole world know my name. My
Right.
name was the top 10 in 2022
Yeah, but not in a
the
positive
world.
way,
I'm
in a
not saying
negative
in
way.
the positive way, and the whole world know my name. So if because the jets that they flew, it was before them, and it's still after them. So money must come from somebody. If I defrauded 1,000
Right.
ladies, where those ladies are, I'm looking for them.
Simon, do you know what I think? I think that you, like, that I think you're brilliant, okay? And I think if anybody can do that stunt, it's you. I don't have proof. I'm just saying what I think. And I'm entitled to my opinion. It's just an opinion. I don't have proof. It's my word, their word, your word. I mean, only you know the truth and they know the truth. Nobody else really does. But I think if anybody could do it, it's definitely you. Just saying it.
Listen,
just putting it out
you're
there.
entitled to think whatever you want. Some people thinking we're murdering kids in Gaza, so they can think it's the same.
Okay. Now I want to talk about your lavish lifestyle. Okay, you dress in brands, and you have a nice car, and you're always showing on Instagram how you're flying everywhere and eating in fancy restaurants. And some people say that when you're showing off too much, you're making the stupid people envious, and the smart people realize that you actually don't have 1/10 of what you actually claim to have. True or false?
You asking also McGregor or Justin Bieber or the people who live in
He's
the
not showing off.
lifestyle?
The guy walks around like he's homeless. The guy.
McGregor not showing off.
I know.
You
but
go on his
okay, but
Instagram
do
and
you
you will
see how Bill Gates dresses? Do you see how Mark Zuckerberg dresses? Do you realize that these really, really rich people wear, the basic black ugly sneakers, jeans, a Casio watch, and they have billions of dollars? I'm just saying, is it true? Do you agree that the person that shows off that they have all this money and all this bling actually doesn't have much? You know, like how rappers, they have the big chains, they don't really have much money, and when they actually get the money, they take off the big chains. Do you get my point? I'm asking you.
I think
I'm asking a question.
It's broke people.
Broke people wear
no,
brands.
there is a broke people mentality.
I'm broke and I have a fake Louis Vuitton.
I love brands, which I can. I love
Right.
fashion. I don't wear brands. I wear my own brand. So
this is your own brand.
Yes.
Okay.
So I like glasses.
Right.
It's my signature for years before someone knew what those are. So
Simon,
I love
you're showing off.
I
Come
like
on. Do
my
you
life.
show off?
Listen,
I look at your Instagram.
I didn't grow up in wealth. I didn't.
No, exactly.
And I love cars. I love it. I don't doing it for nobody. I love the nicest things in life. So yes, money gets you better women, better food, better houses, better cars, better everything. And I enjoy to the fullest.
Okay. So are you showing off on Instagram with all your outfits and your planes and your restaurants in order to get attention? Yes or no?
I know
No.
my Instagram serving me as a public person. There is an image which I am most likely when I'm outside, I will wear a cap or something. I also can
Because a lot of people hate you and you're afraid that they're going to beat you up.
I never got one bad comment
No?
throughout my life. Never in
So
my
how
life.
come you're I don't see you going around in public too
I
much.
don't like.
You
I don't like. In general, I don't ever.
There's a reason because you're afraid people are going to curse you out on the streets.
No one ever.
No
we
one ever
can-
cursed you out on the
We
streets.
can go now with a camera. We go up right now to the
I'm
beach.
using golf
If
and
I am
nobody-
getting one bad comment, whatever you want, I never received one bad comment throughout my life. Yes, in the internet daily, but in reality, only love pictures. People literally standing in the queue in order to take photos with me. Never once in my
Right,
life.
people who
I am
are-
not looking for the attention.
People
as
who
much
are
as
who are blinded by your image of money because they're just they like the cars and the
girls, nothing. I mean, girls. I'm telling you.
No,
like
little boys that
out-
wanna be like you.
Okay,
There's-
like
there are little
outside,
boys.
like the thing that you're saying are not true. I'm going out, for example, okay, with a T-shirt. Probably you never heard about this brand. I'm saying there is no brand on it or something, but I'm just explaining to you. I don't do nothing from what you say.
Do you know that there are teenage boys who look at you and they want to have your watch and your clothes and your car and your girls? Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And are you building your wealth university based on getting those boys to subscribe to it and make money on them.
Okay, first of all, I don't...
You get my point? My point is that I feel that you're showing off this whole image. So like Andrew Tate, and then little boys who are dying for what you have, subscribe for...
Okay, first of all, I am not an ordinary person. I have did things which nobody else, otherwise they won't do about movie, for good or bad. Second of thing, I'm not selling nothing. I'm selling my book, and everybody can buy it. I'm not selling it as a subscription or something. They can buy it. It's going to be $25, $30.
Yeah, but now you have a website coming up. What's that
yes,
about?
I have my website, and my website is about my book. That's it. I'm not doing any online courses or something like that, no.
Yeah, but you're offering wealth
management, wealth advisors. It will be able everything in my book. Everything gonna be right down in my book. That's gonna be down.
Selling?
No, I'm not selling. I'm selling my book. I will sell my book. I will come out probably launch it next week.
So the whole website is just about the book.
Yes, correct.
You're not doing the Andrew Tate Wealth University.
No, I don't need it. I don't need it.
You don't need it.
No, I mean, and it's a nice way to make money. I'm not saying. I mean, if you have an
How are you making
opportunity
money
to
these
make
days?
money. Again, I'm a businessman.
Do you realize that by being so coy and not disclosing how you're doing it and not being, transparent, people feel that you are probably hiding, lying, you don't have as much as you say? Do you realize that?
I don't know that no one is my accountant that know. I never say how much I have.
No, I'm not saying how much you have, but you're very, very discreet.
I am discreet because my life is discreet. I'm not asking you show me your pay slip. I'm not asking you show me how much you have. I'm not. I mean,
but if
I'm not going.
Working a regular job, don't show me the pay slip.
Why people care so much? It's from their money. I mean, it's
no,
from
they
you.
want to
No,
know that you're for real. They want to know that you're not lying.
So,
they want to know that you're not scamming them and showing them, you know what? I'm so rich, and you are going. You give off that thing.
I live my life. I am doing it for motivational purposes only. Yes, when I was a kid, I was also this kid that was looking into the cards and looking inside and dreaming and fantasizing.
Okay.
I was this kid as well. And when today kids taking pictures of me or my car, I see those kids in them. And yes, people can do it. I can do it. I'm not going and telling you, you can buy my course and I will teach you how to be money. This is a scam. I never tell it to people. No, if you're not going to do
Andrew Tate is doing a scam?
In yourself.
Andrew Tate is doing a scam?
Again, I don't know about his online course. I cannot say exactly, but there is no one course that you can do and be a millionaire. Forget about it. Okay? Forget about it. It not existed. So everybody else around, all this online course going to teach you how to be rich. Bullshit.
So what teaches you how to be rich?
I took risks. Again, to be a businessman, go on Elon Musk. He don't have only Tesla. He have SpaceX. He have this. He have that. I don't need to go and say 1,001 people. There is people who would like to do me bad. In what did I am investing?
So you take risks. That's why you became rich.
I started slowly in a car industry. Then I started to invest money, smart, and I invest and I invest and I invest. Just on my TV series in Israel, I received a couple of millions, and it's published in the media, so you can find it. I didn't took this
movie
money.
You got millions?
Yes, not the Tinder Swindler, the other series that I have on free TV. So I didn't took this money.
You got millions?
Yes, just from blessing on Cameo, I got millions. So I didn't took this money. I sold over 700,000 T-shirts, and for my movie and everything for March.
And you made money from the Cameo thing that you do the video?
Yes, people pay.
How millions? You pay $100. They pay $100 for a video.
I had thousands of things. If I'm doing like a business one, it's between $5,000 to $30,000. People paid a lot of money.
So is it true to say that actually before the movie Tinder Swindler came out, you were broke, and after the Tinder Swindler came out, you actually capitalized on it and made money on Cameo, on the movie, on the series you got on free TV, and now you don't have to be a con artist anymore because now you can make legit money?
How I was broke, if the story, it's since 2018. I came out, you can see in the movie, the Tinder Swindler, everything is just like recycling of an article that came up in 2019. How I had money for lawyers, how I came out and just to a Ferrari, to hotels, everything. I don't know what pointed everybody to know what is my finances, but
Simon, you're a mystery. I have to tell you, it's hard to crack you.
And that's the point. If I'm going to tell everybody, then it's not.
It's hard to understand you. I come from the world of psychology, of spirituality. I just want to understand you a little bit. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
You do. You believe in God. So. What is your purpose in life?
It's a hard question. I'm asking myself this question many times as well.
Do you believe the purpose in life is to love God, love people, serve? Is it to have fun? Is it to... What's the purpose of life for you?
I believe to do good and to leave a mark. That's what I believe. Again, sometimes it's like very not unanswered question for me, because I do ask myself sometimes in a moment of joy and happiness, I'm asking myself. In a moment of down and dark, like everybody has that, I do have that as well. And yeah, I'm asking myself, what is my purpose here? Yes.
Do you want to have a family, wife, kids?
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely.
And what scares you the most?
I'm not really afraid. I don't have fear.
You don't fear anything?
No, I don't afraid. I don't like scary
There's
movies, but
there's
I'm not
no
afraid.
such thing as a person that's not scared of something. You must be scared of something.
I've been going through everything. I've seen everything. I've seen the bottom of the bottom. So if the bottom have a basement, this is where I was. And
Why? Because you were broken, poor, and in
not
prison? That's called
broken.
bottom?
I had a situation in life which you can read in my book, and really terrible things. And I've seen everything in my own eyes. So I think worse than that cannot happen.
So before that you were scared and now you're not?
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I had fear is something I think that is in us, in something in between us. We're afraid of the fear. 99% of the fear that we're afraid, they're not really actually happening.
Okay. And how would you like to make a difference in the world?
That's a tough one. I don't know the answer. I could say something, but it won't be... I think the make difference starting within ourselves. You know, there is a sentence in Hebrew, "Ani yircha kodmim." First of all, care about yourself, your own people, and then think about the whole world.
Are you a happy person?
No, I'm not.
No? You're not happy?
No.
I'll ask that in Hebrew. Simon, האם אתה בן אדם שמח?
לא.
למה?
אני לא יודע את התשובה לזה. אני לא יודע בדיוק...
אתה סובל מדיכאון לפעמים?
לא, אני לא דיכאוני, אבל אני כנראה לא יודע עדיין מה זה happiness, כי לכל בן אדם יש לו שמחה, או זה בעצם...
אין לך שמחה בחיים?
יש לי רגעי שמחה, רגעי אושר. אני לא יודע כנראה מה זה בדיוק.
אתה בקשר עם אמא?
לא.
זה מעציב אותך?
יותר מציק ממעציב. האמת היא...
אומרים שבן אדם לא שלם עד שהוא לא בקשר טוב עם ההורים.
הנה, אני אגיד לך, עכשיו קרה לפני שבוע, אני מסיים את הספר שלי, ורציתי תמונות ילדות שלי, מאמא שלי, והתקשרתי אליה. והיא נפנפה אותי, היא לא ענתה לי לטלפון שלי, והתקשרתי מספר אחר, ואז היא ענתה, בהתחלה היא לא הבינה מי זה, ואז אמרתי לה שזה אני, ואז היא פשוט סוג של נפנפה אותי, אמרה לי, לא, אני לא יודעת איפה התמונות, אני אבדוק, תדבר עם אחיך, במילים אחרות, כאילו, fuck off.
אתה לא, כאילו, אתה לא מתראים. מתי הייתה פעם אחרונה שראית אותה?
התראיתי איתה בחתונה של אחי, פעם אחרונה.
מתי זה היה?
במרץ השנה.
ומצב לא משהו?
סוג של בירכה אותי. זה היה, לא יודע. אני עוד פעם רחוק מהעין, רחוק מהלב, אז גם עם השנים סוג של, כן, סוג של התרחקנו.
ושאלה האחרונה, just for the record, סיימון, האם אתה נוכל או גאון?
I'm a genius.
You're a genius.
And read my book.
Read your book. ואת השם, ומה שכחתי לשאול אותך, את השם לבייב, גנבת את השם לבייב?
אני לא גנבתי, אין זכויות יוצרים.
האם שינית את השם שלך מחיות ללבייב, כדי שיחשבו שאתה הבן של היהלומן?
לא, שיניתי את השם, כי אני הרצתי את מר לבייב, ואני ישבתי בכלא ב-2015, ורציתי להתחיל דף חדש, אז שיניתי את השם.
הם לא מרוצים מזה ששינית את השם ללבייב.
אז שלא היו רוצים.
הם טובים אותך על זה, לא?
הם לא טובים אותי, הם הגישו קובלנה.
קובלנה.
שזה בעצם...
הם לא מרוצים מזה שעשית את מה שעשית.
אז הם יחיו עם זה, גם אני לא מרוצה עם הרבה דברים.
סיימון. טוב, סיימון, תודה רבה.
תודה רבה.
אני מאחלת לך שתגשים קשה לי להגיד שתגשים את החלום, אבל שתמצא את האושר שלך.
נראה. תודה רבה.